What are the potential risks of a siloed chief legal or information security officer-centric approach to legal and regulatory compliance in your organization? CyberBoardCast by CyberNation Central today addresses this significant challenge in our Regulatory Cyber Policy Response series. The CISO-centric model, once and still too often the standard, now presents increasing risks due to its insular nature. This method often results in a fragmented strategy that lacks the breadth to cover all aspects of an organization's cyber landscape. With the escalating complexity of legal requirements, such isolation can lead to gaps in compliance and a failure to foster a culture of collective cybersecurity awareness. Today, we're discussing the pitfalls of this outdated approach. It's no longer sufficient for CLOs or even CISOs to navigate these waters alone. The responsibility to protect against cyber threats and regulatory fallout now extends across the entire leadership spectrum, from board to C-suite, requiring a unified front that can only be achieved through the CEO method, a strategy that enlists every division and department and board committee in the quest for cyber resilience and decentralizes cybersecurity as and where and when it needs to be decentralized. For example, with the SolarWinds CISO charged with fraud, its CFO landing in hot water with the SEC, also the Uber CISO almost landing in jail, and US Congress putting a indeed prison target on CEOs and board chairs who have presided over supposedly preventable breaches, everyone now needs to know their regulatory cyber response strategy role. This affects you directly. Furthermore, if you're the chief legal officer, CLO, you can no longer cope with understanding all the laws by yourself. You need external expertise because looking at privacy laws alone, in just the United States, you now have nearly 50 states whose privacy laws you need to abide by and reconcile against each other if you have any exposure to those states, and you likely do. That doesn't even include similarly fragmented cybersecurity laws at the federal, state, and local level across all the laws, regulations, standards, and frameworks that you ought to be abiding by. Siloed approaches to regulatory and legal cyber response have to cease and desist. Your action for today, therefore, is to begin breaking down those silos. Review your current legal and regulatory cyber strategy to pinpoint areas where isolated decision-making has indeed left you vulnerable, and engage with your teams and external experts, CyberNation Central, for example, to foster collaboration and share insights that can reinforce your collective defense and bring proper expertise in-house. Prepare to join us for the next CyberBoardCast, where we will continue to enhance your understanding and approach to a holistic regulatory cyber policy response. Stay proactive in your cybersecurity governance by subscribing to the CyberBoardCast on Spotify, YouTube, Audible, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your thoughtcasts. And for in-depth, customized strategic advice, visit cybernationcentral.com and schedule a consultation with us. In the meantime, I'm Andrzej Setnarski, your ally in crafting a robust and integrated cyber policy response. Until tomorrow, lead with regulatory cyber vigilance, because cybercrime demands nothing less of you.